When our women up there in New York saw their men, if you want to go back to the 60s with Malcolm X and the police department pretty much saying
Elijah
that's too much
Muhammad.
power.
I mean,
Yeah,
not Elijah
them
Muhammad.
brothers
What's his
want.
name?
Man, I
Wasn't his
listen.
wife from here? The boxer dude. His first wife, Ali.
Muhammad
Wasn't his
Ali.
first wife Khadijah Ali? Wasn't she from over here or somewhere?
No, Khadijah is from Chicago. She doing
Oh,
interviews
she
right now.
close.
Queen, let me put that. Well, you said Khadijah. Yeah. I'm watching some of her interviews now. That's Prime Minister Farrakhan's wife name too, Mother Khadijah. But Muhammad Ali, first wife, she's actually doing some interviews right now. Check her out. Yeah, she gonna let you know how they was raised. But she says she out of Chicago. She grew up right up under Elijah Muhammad. And I like to make these comments without getting religious. I always admired their militant mindset and what they was willing to sacrifice for their women to respect them. That's what I love about them the most before we even get into the religious differences. That's what attracted me as a young boy growing into a man in this country. That's the only example I saw of our men standing their ground, not backing down and willing to make the ultimate sacrifice. You can't name another.
You know what else is crazy? You know what else is crazy?
Because
this going back to what Ali shared with us yesterday. Remember, she wanted me to play that quick clip of Pimp C that was saying a lot of these women go harder than the men.
Right.
I gotta say, because I was just remembering back to the date of what I was just showing y'all in Memphis when that stuff was going on. The women was way more I'm talking about on our side, was way more aggressive than the men. Way more aggressive. I gotta say that, but how we was like, hey, and this is when it got dark and the Arkansas police tried to get aggressive, and we had already decided collectively because they was getting real tense. The sisters were, and we was like, hey, if they touch any of them, we're gonna all go to jail. We're gonna get on their ass. We had already put that in there. Like, hey, we going at them. They're gonna have to beat our ass and lock us up tonight if it happens. But thankfully, none of that happened. It just we got tense. And they, it was able to get everybody to just leave. But we asked.
I think I saw that too. Did see that. Was during that Marvis? I don't know. It's so many situations like that I've seen, but I don't know.
It was July 10th, 2016.
I think I might have saw that.
But anyways, I got another video real quick. Just everybody really quick. Well, I don't want to stay on this too long, but just to get everybody's reaction of what y'all think of what this sister had to say. It's kind of pertaining to what we were just talking about.
Let me explain to you something about economics in America. And I'm so glad that as a child, I got an opportunity to spend time at Push where they taught me this, is that we must never forget that economics was the reason that Black people were brought to this country. We came to do the agricultural work in the South and the textile work in the North. Do you understand that? That's what we came to do. We came to do the agricultural work in the South and the textile work in the North. Now, if I right now decided that I wanted to play Monopoly with you, and for 400 rounds of playing Monopoly, I didn't allow you to have any money. I didn't allow you to have anything on the board. I didn't allow for you to have anything. And then we played another 50 rounds of Monopoly, and everything that you gained and you earned while you were playing that round of Monopoly was taken from you. That was Tulsa. That was Rosewood. Those are places where we built Black economic wealth, where we were self-sufficient, where we owned our stores, where we owned our property, and they burned them to the ground. So that's 450 years. So for 400 rounds of Monopoly, you don't get to play at all. Not only do you not get to play, you have to play on the behalf of the person that you're playing against. You have to play and make money and earn wealth for them, and then you have to turn it over to them. So then for 50 years, you finally get a little bit and you're allowed to play. And every time that they don't like the way that you're playing or that you're catching up, or that you're doing something to be self-sufficient, they burn your game. They burn your cards. They burn your Monopoly money. And then finally at the release and the onset of that, they allow you to play and they say, okay, now you catch up. At this point, the only way you're going to catch up in the game is if the person shares the wealth, correct? But what if every time you share the wealth, then there's psychological warfare against you to say, oh, you're an equal opportunity hire. So if I played 400 rounds of Monopoly with you and I had to play and give you every dime that I made, and then for 50 years, every time that I played, if you didn't like what I did, you got to burn it like they did in Tulsa and like they did in Rosewood. How can you win? How can you win?
Okay.
Yeah,
So like I
just
said,
blaming
it was
white people.
kind of in the lines of what we just kind of spoke on, you know. And it reminded me of this video. Like, let me share that one. Wait, go ahead.
I was just saying, y'all just blaming white people.
You say y'all just?
Yeah, black people just blaming white people for not having any economic power. I mean, you can look at a video like that and see the analogy, but when we apply it to real life, what we get from people of other races and some of our people is you're just blaming white people.
Yeah, pretty much how I seen it. She was saying that it's rigged, and the only way, the way they set it up, the only way you can really be successful as a whole is if they share some of the wealth. But Cairo's philosophy is like,
I was just
I'm
thinking
asking them
that. Like, Cairo,
Well, I
yeah.
wanted to respond to
I'm
Solo when
glad
you
you.
guys finished.
My thoughts went straight to Cairo. I'm like, yeah, I'm still with Cairo when it comes to that. Don't expect
Because you
your
see how
oppressors to
she
give you
said
shit.
they burned it down after they did that shit to Black Wall Street. What did we do?
True.
We
Well,
didn't do
and
nothing.
Black Wall Street's defense to a degree. I mean, it was somewhat. It was a battle until they started dropping bombs, right? They were fighting back, if I understand that history correctly, right?
Yeah, they were.
All
Then they
right.
started dropping bombs from the
Yeah, I
sky.
mean, shit. If you got the state power behind you, but at least as you said earlier, Cairo, and me and Jamie agree with you because I've heard him say this before. Even if we feel like we're gonna lose the fight, we popping off first because that's how we gonna create the narrative of the story. Oh yeah, the dude got the best of Taj, but when Taj knew it was on, he popped his ass first. Yeah, it ain't gonna be the story ain't gonna be he just pulverized Taj from beginning to end. Nah, Taj had enough heart to pop on his ass first. And then it went the way it went. That's it, y'all. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break.
And
Right
it's
back.
the thing. Typically, when that happens, like I said, they're gonna respect you from then on. Because for me, I've been in altercations where it's been some dudes that I was thinking in my head, damn, I might can't beat his ass, but I'm damn sure about to try. You feel me?
Exactly.
And
Because I'd have been scared and still took off on the bitch.
yeah,
I'm scared to
exactly.
death, but I'm still taking off. Fuck
It's
that. I
one
don't care.
dude that I know for sure was a boxer. I see the nigga, you know, boxing, hitting the damn punching bag, and I seen him beat somebody's ass a couple times in the gym.
Ooh, we.
And he was trying to take my necks in the basketball. And I was like, nigga, you ain't finna take my necks. I don't give a fuck what you talking.
Did y'all
And
fight?
he was talking shit. I'm about to tell you the story really quick. He was talking shit and stuff, saying he next, and I'm like, nah, you ain't. And he got mad. I said something to him talking shit. I can't remember what I said to him, but he got mad, got in my face, and pushed me. I sprung on that nigga immediately, and we started going at it. The good thing is he socked me. I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker got a hit behind him. He socked me, and everybody broke it up before it really, really escalated. But this is the thing. He was the one walking around with his eye on swole after that shit. Not me. And he respected me ever since then.
I told you.
Like, and it wasn't the fact that he was afraid I can whip his ass. I'm sure of that. It was that he respected me enough that he was like, he ain't gonna let me hold it.
Do it no more. Exactly.
That's what it was. And it's the same when it comes to this. But yeah, I just wanted to share that real quick. We can go to the next one. This one, I don't know. We might not be here too long with that one.
But I agree with what that lady said real fast and some of the things she say, and they have a way of cheating because remember when she say they steal from you and only to set you back? They know everything because when they stole my money that I bought from my food truck, that set me all the way back. Like they cheat, and it's little old me. I can't go against a whole fucking government. You know what I mean? What I'm gonna do? Y'all done stole my money. Y'all set it up, had me talking to the CIA agents and the federal agents thinking it was a legitimate company, and it was all a scam to steal my money. And then again, I'm on my way. I'm about to go buy another food truck in Atlanta recently, and they set it up to where they try to come after my money again. So it's like they watching you, dude. It's like we on some type of fucking alert to where they don't want you to get ahead, you know? And it's like, how I'm gonna go up against a whole fucking government, CIA agents that's watching, and they set up elaborate businesses